All around Johnny Johnson's smart Bristol home are reminders of the 94-year-old service with 617, the squadron specifically formed to target and destroy the massive German dams of the Ruhr Valley. As sergeant, his job was bomb aimer.
In Lincolnshire, there is a town called Sutton Bridge, so called because the road bridge into the town goes over the canal. As you fly up from the south, the electric cables also go across the canal. And the practice, which wasn't briefed, but just for the hell of it, was to fly under the cables and up over the bridge. Young and stupid, absolutely great, really was. And that low flying, from my point of view, lying in the front of the aircraft, was absolutely exhilarating, seeing the ground going whizzing past all the time.
Soon, Johnny and the other members of 617 Squadron met Barnes Wallis, the inventor of the bouncing bomb, which would be used to breach two of the dams, the Mona and Ada.
And he showed us film of his development of the bouncing bomb. And this, incidentally, was something else that had surprised us in the early stages of 617, when the aircraft arrived, the special aircraft. No mid-upper turret. It seemed that the bomb doors were sealed and that these two legs sticking down just behind the nose, one either side. One had a beveled wheel on the end of it. And then the bomb arrived. It was just like a glorified dustbin, big and black. But it was fairly obvious what those pegs were for. They were going to support that bomb in flight.
On the raid itself, Johnny's Lancaster was tasked with bombing the Zorpa. Here, they were aiming directly at the dam itself, so the bomb wasn't required to bounce across the water. Johnny had to aim it, working closely with the plane's pilot.
We'd been sent there to do a job, a specific job. And my job in that was to make sure the bomb got in the right place. On the 10th run, we were down to 30 feet. When I said bomb gone, thank Christ came from the rear turret. From that height, it was nose up butt quick, so it didn't hit the hills on the other side.
The bomb hit home, but unfortunately the other 5 planes tasked with hitting the Zorpa didn't make it, so the dam wasn't breached. But the other 2 were.
Having the satisfaction of seeing success of part of that raid was, for me, something I shall never forget.
The raid was costly for 617 Squadron. 53 aircrew were killed.
After the war, there were 2 or 3 who claimed that the dams raid should never have taken place. As a younger man, I used to say, if I met one of those characters, I'd hope my hands were tied behind my back because I wasn't quite sure what I'd do with them. But I just, and still would, if they were still come about, just ask them 2 questions. Were you there? Were you personally aware of the circumstances and conditions at that time? The answer to both those questions is no, so keep your bloody mouth shut. We lost 8 aircraft, 53 aircrew, and 3 taken prisoner. Quite a drastic recourse for one squadron, for one night's operation. And although in the messes the bars were open when we got back, I didn't drink in those days, believe it or not, but I'm sure the drinking that was done was not in celebration of the raid itself, but on the commiseration and for those who weren't there to join it with us. And that's what it's all about.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.